Hello, I'm Kathleen Buckley. I'm a real estate broker and owner of Star Realty here in Hopkinton, Massachusetts. Today is April 15th, so I wanted to go ahead and give you the April mid-month real estate market report for the single-family residential home market here in town. I always like to look at inventory trends and what implications that may have for pricing as we move forward into the spring market. So let's take a look at what's going on at different inventory price ranges and discuss what that means for buyers and sellers in the months to come. Okay, so this is the trends from last March, from mid-March to now mid-April. We have currently 74 total single-family homes on the market, but actually 4 of those have accepted offers. So by some counts, we have 70. Just for comparison's sake, last month in March, the middle of March, these numbers were 59 and 52. So it is the spring. We do expect inventory to come on. One of the big stories of this month is the fact that this scale, this x-axis at the bottom, that actual number of units for sale in these price ranges has doubled. Last month 10 was the max that I needed, and this month you can see that we have 20, and it's the 600s price range that's doing that to us. So let's go through these now. Over here, this is the actual listing price. I've got everything divided up between under $200,000 and then by $100,000 price ranges up to $1 million plus. So first of all, last month we just had one. This middle number is the number of units that were on last month. You can see last month we had 1, this month we have 3, and 1 went under agreement. So not a whole lot of inventory gain there. In the 200s, last month we had 10 homes. This month we only have 8, and we had 5 homes either go under agreement or sell within the past month in that $200,000 price range. So that's a very active price range, and sellers in that range can expect to not be on the market too long. The story in the 300s, last month we have 9, this month we have 10, but 4 have gone under agreement or sold in the past month. So lots of healthy activity in the 300s. And this may well be due to the first-time home buyer tax credit driving some of these sales and transactions here. Then in the 400s, last month we had 4, this month we have 5, and 4 went under agreement. So again, still very strong and healthy activity. In the 500s, last month we had 9, this month we have 10, 2 went under agreement. So we're starting to get up there, but there is still some activity. And then as I mentioned, in the 600s, last month we had 9, this month we have 19. Now, 2 of these are part of a subset of the 4 here, so 2 of these have an accepted offer. But still, even counting that, there are 17 homes between $600,000 and $700,000. And just today, there were 3 or 4 price changes dropping down within the 600 range of sellers who are anxious to sell. Only 1 house went under agreement or sold, went under agreement actually, in the past month in the 6s. So I'm a little bit wary of sellers' ability to move the homes in the 6s. Then in the 7s, last month we had 5, this month we have 6. 1 did go under agreement, so we're not seeing a whole lot of inventory there. A little bit more in the 8s. We went from 6 to 8 homes for sale in the 800s. None went under agreement. None went under in the 9s, but we only had the 1, and that just disappeared. So we have nothing in the 9s right now. And above $1 million, it's a very stable market, as you can see. We had 5 last month, 5 this month, 1 went under agreement, not getting a whole lot. So it's really this middle price range that is going to be the most distressed from a sales perspective. On the other hand, from a buyer's perspective, there's certainly more to choose from in the 600 range than we've had in quite some time. So in some little bit of a building of inventory in the 600s, there will be some pressure on prices there. Good opportunities for buyers. In the broader scheme of things, too, in the whole inventory outlook, the 2s, 3s, 4s, very strong and healthy activity. The cost of money is very low with the mortgage interest rates doing what they're doing. So let's now look at the trend over the longer period of time back to 2005, and we can see historically, from a historical perspective, what do these levels of inventories look like, and what does that portend for the future. Now this shows the history of inventory levels in Hopkinton over a longer period of time. So you can see where today we have 74 homes on the market. This is April of this year. This J is January, February, March, April. In January we had 44, now we're up to 74. Last year in January we started out with 54 and went up in April to 81. So if you look at the month of April over the last several years, we're not really out of line. And in fact, take a look at this. This is what, August of 2006. From August of 2006 to January of 2008, we were able to absorb all of that inventory. So in just 16 months, we were able to take down a lot. So I'm really, in the grand scheme of things, I'm really not too concerned about the inventory levels going up. There will be some price pressure, but historically this is still relatively low inventory levels, and Hopkinton remains a very attractive town. Hopkinton remains to be a very sought-after town, very popular for the school system, for the recreational opportunities here, just the character of the town. And also, even in these times, we're on solid financial footing. The news just out this morning was that we may not even increase the taxes, the allowed 2.5%, because they've done such a good job with the budget in keeping expenditures down in the upcoming budget for this year. So that's all good news. Remains solid. Hopkinton rather is on solid financial footing, and we expect the inventory levels that we have to be absorbed by the demand from buyers. Please keep in mind that this is aggregate data and that every home is different and every situation unique. So if you need to know the value that you might expect from your home in this market, or if you need to know what you should reasonably pay for a home in this market, please work with an experienced professional who's versed in the area, and they can give you a more precise idea of what you might need to do to meet your objectives. We're always available for that. Star Realty, 508-275-9155, or you can check us out online. Thank you so much.